Welcome back to our page. This is the Crew Philly YouTube page, and I'm Brad.
And I'm Josh.
It's good to have you guys here. This again is the page for the High School Ministry of Crew in Philadelphia and Bucks County. We're a ministry that helps students know who they are in Christ so that they can put their faith into action on their campus and in their world. And today we thought it would be good to take a moment and just maybe have a little bit of a devotional thought with you guys. We're going to take a look at several of the miracles that Christ worked. We're kind of in a season where seeing and experiencing miracles would be a very good thing, I know, for me. I've been pondering some of them lately myself. But Josh is going to take us to John chapter 2. Take a look there.
Yeah. So I just want to do something a little bit different than just a devotional, but I like to call it a Jesus Tidbit. At one of our campuses, Council Rock South, they have a Bible club called the Christian Fellowship Club, and they do an event every other Wednesday where they have waffles, and instead of like a long
Waffle
study,
Wednesday!
And instead of a long study, they do what we like to call just a tidbit of Jesus, where just a real quick, short little look at who Jesus is and something that he did. And so we're going to look at John chapter 2, verses 1 to 11. We'll put the link to that in the description to like Open Bible or Blue Letter Bible or one of the sites. But I just wanted to look at what Jesus did and what kind of is the significance behind why he performed the miracle he did. So in John chapter 2, 1 to 11, Jesus is at this wedding. And weddings in those days are lasting for like a week. So like Jesus took basically a week to go hang out with a bunch of people that he knew. To love on them, and he had his disciples with him, and it looks like his mom was kind of like either in charge of or like was a part of making sure things kind of happened there. And so his mom comes to him and says, Jesus, we're out of wine, you need to do something. And Jesus' mom knows that Jesus is the Son of God, that he has incredible power and is capable of doing all these things. And you know, this is the first time Jesus has ever done anything miracle-wise recorded in the Bible, and so we can guesstimate like what he's done before this and prior to, and Jesus just like, okay, like, but I'm not ready to like reveal myself yet. It's not time for me to like tell everybody I'm the Messiah. But he, being filled with so much compassion for people, goes, all right, let's do this. And so he took water, which is like, back in those days, was readily available, whether through a stream or down at one of the many wells that were I was going to say drilled, dug up. And so they get all these canisters of water, and Jesus takes this easily like found thing, and he transforms it to something else. And so they ran out of wine at this wedding. And so there was nothing to celebrate with.
Nothing to party with.
Yeah, there was the party was over if Jesus didn't do this. And so
not that we're endorsing that for partying.
And so Jesus turns this water into wine. And what tended to happen at these weddings is that the wine at the end would just be kind of like the
cheap stuff.
Yeah, the stuff that just kind of started fermenting. It wasn't like good to taste. It was just kind of something to put in yourself. And Jesus, according to the royal official who was there, the governor who was at the party, said, "You saved the best wine for last." And that's the part where I really want to kind of like look at, is the significance of saving the best wine for last. And so in the Bible, in Jewish culture, wine has a big piece to celebrations and festivals. And if you know about Jesus and communion or the Eucharist, depending on your faith background, Jesus uses wine to describe what would happen to him when he would be crucified, and the wine would signify his blood. And so Jesus, in turning water into wine and saving the best for last, was alluding to the fact that he was going to save his best for last, which was his death and resurrection from crucifixion. And in his resurrection, we now have this opportunity to be cleansed entirely of all of our sin and all of the things that separate us from God. And so I want you guys to think about, and maybe even just take some time to read those verses for yourselves, and just kind of think about, wow, Jesus saved the best of himself for me.
Hey, and one more thought on that too that just hits me as you're sharing that, Josh, is that for us who are believers, the best is yet to come.
Amen.
We're in the middle of a crazy, strange season of life right now, but the truth is we're going to get through this here on this earth, but even more importantly, we have a home to look forward to.
Amen.
Where the best is yet to come, you guys.
Yeah.
Well, it's been good to be with you all. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Get down to the bottom of the page and do that. We hope you'll pass on word about these. We hope these are encouraging to you and that they spread around a little bit. We'd like that. We hope that happens. And for now, I guess I'll say
Toodles.
and peace out.